Hey. Headphones. It's Lola here with thesmokingprophet.com. If you haven't been to my website, go and check it out. I do blogs, vlogs, all kinds of stuff. I even have a podcast that's there to give you insight on life so that you can do life better, okay? I'm creating a community of people that want to do that and want to help each other do that because I believe in community over competition. Amazing morning to you too, Dr. Anthony. So yeah, I talk about all sorts of stuff, spiritual insights, social issues, culture, current events, the news. I talk about all kinds of stuff, and it's not just me. I have other people that come on. If you haven't joined my text list, I send resources, hacks, and hope directly to your phone. Just text the word BLAZE, BLAZE, to the number 31996. I don't charge anything to do that. I love doing it. So go ahead and sign up. Again, text the word BLAZE, BLAZE, to the number 31996 and get on my list. If you haven't been to my podcast, it's available on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and TuneIn. Simply search at Lola Cabaya, LOLACABAYA, or you can search at thesmokingprophet.com. All right, so I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb, so hopefully no one is going to try to reach out to me while I'm here on my live stream. I'm glad you guys join me. Happy Monday, first and foremost to you. Monday, your new favorite day of the week, because I'm going to be coming on regularly to give you your morning muse, to give you inspiration for the week, inspiration that you can actually act on. You know, sometimes people will just kind of pat you on the back and say, hey, you can do better. You can be better. Grace and peace to you. Everything's going to be all right, but they don't tell you how to do it. So I'm going to give you inspiration that is actually actionable, because I'm going to show you how to make it actionable. All right. So welcome to your new fave day of the week. Again, happy Monday. Blessed morning to you. Also, this is your new fave day of the week because I'm doing your morning muse inspiration that is actionable. All right, so I was speaking, Grace and Peace Watchers Pray. I was speaking to someone. This happened like over a month ago, and they were like, well, I have to go and do this and attend this event with some people, and I don't really like these people, and I know they don't like me, but I have to go, and I'm just feeling weird about it. I just don't want to be fake, and I don't want to be phony, being around these people that I don't like, and I know they really don't like me, and I don't like the way they act and how they talk about people, and they were just saying stuff like that. So I just listened to them, and I was like, okay, hey, let's look at it this way. And I presented a different perspective to them, and they took it and they ran with it. And I'm going to tell you what that is in just a moment, but it made me think about the question that I posted, and I may say it a little bit differently. And later on today, I'm going to put it on my Instagram account. If you don't follow my Instagram, the one for the blog is at The Smoking Prophet. I'm also going to put it on my Snapchat. I'm on Snapchat all the time, by the way. I don't get a lot on my other, I don't get on as often on my other social media handles like Facebook, Instagram, but I'm on Snapchat a lot. And I show a lot more of my life there, even though I'm severely private. But if you want to follow me on Snapchat, do that at Lola Cabaya. Grace and peace, Ty. Love you. And thank you all for inviting your followers, those that are watching me live on Periscope and inviting people. I appreciate you. So, yeah, I'm going to put this question up later, but this is the question that conversation prompted from me. Like, is it fake or is it phony to be nice to people that don't like you, or people that you don't like? Because let's face it, we don't always like everybody, right? I'm somebody that can probably get along with anyone, and I love bringing people together, but I know that there are certain people that I don't want to be around all the time like that. Like, nah, I don't want to be around you. You know what I'm saying? So this is a legitimate question, and this is something that you'll need to know how to deal with, right? You'll need to know how to deal with. It's something that you're going to deal with in life, whether you're in school, if you're a student, whether you're, working anywhere, or whether you just go out on the streets. Like, you're going to encounter people that you don't like, and they may rub you the wrong way. And I'm going to tell you how to answer it. And again, this question that I pose, is it being phony or is it being fake to be nice to people that don't like you or that you don't like? I'm going to answer that. It came from a conversation with a coworker. So someone just asked me, can you provide your name on Snapchat? The spelling, I'll definitely do that right now. It's Lola, Lola, Cabaya, Cabaya. Grace and peace, Tron Moses. Congratulations to you and your wife on your anniversary. That's so awesome. Awesome. Lady Todd, thank you for putting that up there. And thank you, Tron, for inviting followers. But yeah, you can follow me on Snapchat. Again, I'm on there a lot more often, and I give you more insight into my life there because I'm on there just kind of shooting it up. But again, this question came, is it being fake or is it being phony to be nice to people that don't like you or that you don't like? From a conversation with someone. You know, they had to go to an event, to an outing, to a meeting, and they were going to be around people that they didn't like and these people that they felt like didn't like them. And it's because these people, they felt like talked about others and like to put down people and make fun of them and kind of like ostracize and stuff like that. So they were like, I just don't feel like I want to go and I'm going to have to be nice to them and blah, blah, blah. So I came up with this question, but this was the response I gave them. I was like, you need to be you. Is what you need to be. And if you're not a person that is nasty to people, if you're a person that's kind to your friends, that's kind to your family, that's kind to people that you like or don't have any notions about in any way, you need to be nice. And that's not being phony. That's not being fake. That's being you. Because for you to be anything other than respectful, kind, generous, loving, that's fake, because that's not you. When we encounter people that don't like us or that we don't like, we don't shift our attitudes. And I'm saying we because I'm including us all. We don't shift our attitudes because of their personality or because of their behavior or because of how they treat us. No, you continue to be you. You continue to be, that's a good statement somebody just put up there. So holy who _ yes you, that's Lady Ty Johnson. She said, I asked God to help me see the good in them. That is a great point. Let me try to remember to come back to that in a moment. So I'm going to bookmark that here, stick this pen on my finger or something. I'm going to have to do something to bookmark it. But yeah, you don't want to shift your attitude and be anything other than who you are, even around people that don't like you or those that you don't like. First of all, it takes way too much energy to be mean. Think about it. It takes way too much energy to be mean. It takes way too much energy to be fake. It takes way too much energy to be phony. And you being fake and phony is not you being nice to everyone. You being fake and phony is you shifting your attitude around people that are nasty to you. Or you shifting your attitude around people that don't like you. That's you being phony, because that's not you. So stay true to you, number one, and be yourself. Be kind to everyone. It's just easier. Life goes so much better when you do that. So to answer the question, is it being fake or is it being phony to be nice to people who don't like you or to people that you don't necessarily like? No, it is not. It's fake or phony for you to be nasty to people that don't like you, because that's not how you would normally treat anyone else. What you need to do is be true to who you are and be kind to everyone. Like I said, it takes way too much energy to be mean. It takes way too much energy to be the person you are not designed to be. I went through a situation. I had people treat me so horribly where I would see these people, walk past them, and, you know, I feel like if you make eye contact with people, if you see them, if you look them in the face, then you should just smile, nod, say hey or something. But, yeah, I would walk past these people and I would say hello, and they would not even open their mouth to say anything to me, or they would turn and look the way. I mean, people that were just intentionally unkind to me, where I would hold a door for them or like hold something open for them, and they would just walk through, not say thank you or anything. It was like intentional. Or where you know, they would come around and ask other people if they wanted to be involved with something and intentionally exclude me. It was crazy. And it made me feel it made me feel very angry because I'm kind to people. And I was like, I'm not about to give them my goodness. So I shifted my attitude. Like, I was like, psh, I don't have to talk to them. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I can walk around and not speak to them too. And it made me so miserable. It made me so miserable. Me taking my energy to be something that I was not made me super duper miserable. I'm not sure what that question meant, Wydrick, that you just put up there. So, yeah, maybe DM me on one of my social handles or try to put it back up there and I'll answer it. But, yeah, it just made me so miserable. And I just got to this point where I was like, I'm not going to do that. And then I came up with the statement, be kind to everyone. It takes way too much energy to be mean. And not even too much energy to be mean, but it just takes way too much energy to be something that you're not. I did that and it bothered me. You know what I'm saying? So the minute that I decided I'm going to be who I am, and even if people don't speak to me when I speak to them, I'm not going to take offense to it, because that's what it was. I got offended that they were treating me so ugly, right? And I changed who I was. I was like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to be kind. And I started doing that and everything shifted. As a result, the environment that I was in that was so oppressive before, that really dampened me. We'll do something on purpose because, you know, they don't like you. I'm sorry, I still don't understand. But yeah, so it just shifted everything. The environment that was oppressive was now becoming light again, because I have the power to change my environment. I really do. And you have the power to do that too. You shift what's going on around you. You shift your environment. You have the power to come in with your love, your peace, your happiness, and change that. Think about it. When you come into a room or you go home and you're angry and you're around your family and you're angry, stomping around, what happens to the environment in your household? Is it nice anymore? Is it peaceful anymore? No. It's jacked up. So just remember that it's not being phony, it's not being fake to be nice to people who don't like you or who you don't necessarily like, because let's face it, we don't always like everyone's personality, and that's okay, because we're different. We can do that. But what it is being fake and being phony when you intentionally go out of your way to shift your personality around people that you don't like. Okay, so don't do that. And your personality is not to be mean to people. I don't believe that any of us on here are just mean-spirited people, or we just want to go around being nasty. Lady Ty, you put up something a moment ago and I forgot what it was, but I want to go back to it really quickly. Yep, I do. Let me see if I can find it. Scrolling up. I may not see it. Okay, I don't think I see it. I don't know what I did with it, or not what I did with it. Okay, so I asked God to help me see the good in them. That was really good. Last year, I thought about doing something like kind of like a, yeah, you put it back up there, thank you. Thought about doing like some sort of challenge, like a focus positivity challenge, because a lot of times many of us are just like, we get pulled into negativity so quickly and we don't even realize it. Like when you ask somebody the simplest question, like good morning, how are you doing? And they'll be like, oh, it's Monday, or oh, it's Wednesday. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? Stop hoping and waiting for the weekend and just enjoy the greatness, the opportunity, whatever you have in each day that you are currently living in. You know what I'm saying? But it's like we're so easily drawn into negativity and being negative. It's so easy, and we just do it and we don't even know it. So I thought about doing this challenge on focus positivity. And one of the things that was going to be in the challenge is what you said you ask God to show you. When you encounter people that don't like you, or you encounter people that you don't necessarily like, it's like, okay, God, show me the greatness inside of them. And that's something that you can do. Like when I thought about the concept for that challenge, and I might end up doing this later, is like, instead of you speaking a negative word about anyone that you're around that may be bothering you or getting on your nerves, start intentionally looking at the greatness in them. I like that, Dr. Anthony W. Someone said the same God who made Friday made Monday, so don't forget to thank him. But I like that. So yeah, where you, instead of like you saying something negative about someone, like, oh, this person is getting on my nerves because they're not cleaning up the house like they're supposed to, like you said about your husband, your wife, or whatever, or your kids, or whatever you want to say it about, roommates, whatever. Or you have somebody you work with, like, oh, this person doesn't come to work, and so they're not pulling their weight, and I always end up having to do their work. Instead of you doing that, like, look for what's wonderful about them. Look for the positive, look for positive qualities inside of them, and start speaking that out, and just be intentionally more focused on looking for greatness, looking for the silver lining, looking for what's positive, you know, and not so focused on what is apparently bad, you know. So yeah, just wanted to leave you with that really quickly. Yep. I had a situation where someone asked me about one of my senior leaders at work, and this person, like, is very, very, like, professional. Like, they're like, when they're at work, they're in the zone for work. Like, after work, they may, like, have a more casual conversation with you, and even then, like, it's very, very, like, restricted. Like, they're just very, very focused. And then their personality, they're not super, like, extroverted, you know. They're more of a introspective person. They're more reflective. They're more of a thinker. They're more of an introvert. So when they asked me about, like, well, what do you think about this person? Because I've heard so many things about them. Like, I didn't say any of that, what I just told you. I told them the best thing that I saw in this person. I was like, we had an event on human trafficking at my job and how it relates to the financial industry and stuff, because that's the line of work that I'm in. And I shared something with the group, and, like, I didn't realize how, like, how much it still bothered me, even though it happened a while ago. I had someone I knew that got caught up in human trafficking, and they were actually murdered. Like, they had been putting their services on back pages, got involved with someone, and they were murdered by someone they met on back pages. So I shared this in the group. That leader that, like, never really does a lot of speaking and stuff came up to me after the event was over, personally ducked down at my desk so that no one would see him, called me by my name, and said, I'm sorry that happened to you. Thank you for sharing that. And that's what I shared with the person who asked me about their personality and, well, what do you think about them, because this is what I've heard. My point in saying that is back to what Lady Ty said, where you got to ask God to show you the greatness inside of people, the goodness inside of them. You know, what is it? You know, you can see all of the problems first. Anybody can see a problem. You seeing a problem in somebody is nothing. Anybody can see a problem. A kid can identify a problem, okay? So let's grow up here. Let's look beyond what we see so immediately and look at the greatness inside of people. Ask God to show you that, and then just use what you got. You know, you got a brain, you have eyes, you can see, you know. Look for that and then share that. Be intentionally positive, okay? I hope all of that made sense. This was your morning Muse on Monday, your new favorite day of the week, because I'm going to be coming on here and giving this to you. So yeah, check out thesmokingprophet.com. The latest blog that I put out is You Can't Kill My Vibe, and that's how to deal with people that try to hold you to your past. And the main thing in that is secret I released there is not how you deal with the people, but how you look at it for you. So go and read it, check it out. It's super short. Thank you, Lady Ty, for putting that up there. Also, if you haven't been to my podcast, the latest podcast that I have is You Are Still Loading. And in that podcast, I talk about 5 frustrations that you will encounter on your way to becoming